Many families will be hoping for some respite from the rain this half-term holiday. It has, of course, been a pretty soggy start to the year.
Oh, it certainly has. Parts of southern England and Northern Ireland have recorded their wettest January on record, and it's been making life particularly difficult for those involved in horticulture, as Tom Hepworth now reports.
This field simply can't absorb any more water. More than a foot of rain has fallen here in the last 6 weeks, and it's too wet to plant trees.
All our customers are way behind on their jobs. They can't get onto the building sites, the construction sites, the landscape sites to plant the trees. That and told, if they don't plant the trees, they can't take the trees from us. So we're massively down in turnover.
Around now, Hilliers would normally expect to see at least 8 lorry loads of trees leave the yard each day, bound for construction sites all over the country. So far today, there's been one.
If I don't get these trees in, I'm just creating a big bonfire. And that is particularly worrying. We've got potential value of £8 million worth of trees sitting out the ground, waiting to go in the ground. And if they don't go in the ground, they're dead.
You can only plant trees when they're dormant. Now, it may not feel like it, but winters are getting shorter as the trees are growing for more of the year. If it continues raining this month like it did in January and warms up, then Phil is going to be forced to move 15,000 trees into this warehouse. It is, in effect, a huge refrigerator, and these enormous air conditioning units trick the trees to make them think that it's still winter, so they don't come into bud. If they do, you can't move them, and he stands to lose hundreds of thousands of pounds in sales. But running them is pretty expensive. They're taking climate change seriously here. They've built a small reservoir to store water for periods of drought, so they don't have to use the mains. But it's taken 2 years to get planning consents.
The water that's falling on us right now isn't being stored. It's literally going down the drain, and that seems such a waste. And the grant funding sometimes excludes them from having that extra help in building those reservoirs, as does the planning regime as well sometimes. So we really need regulations easing up and grant funding to be made available.
The nursery usually plants 70,000 trees a year. This year, they've only managed 1,000. Staff are busy trying to get as much ready for when the rain stops and are preparing to do a lot of overtime in the coming months. Tom Hepworth, BBC News.
God, it's fascinating, isn't it? Just the effect of all this rain. And there really has been an extraordinary amount of rain. And Simon's going to tell us just how much.
Yeah, this is the rainfall anomaly. So how much more rainfall's fallen compared to average. And the wettest place has been eastern Scotland. They've had 4 times more rainfall than average so far this year. But even in Northern Ireland, through parts of Wales, the southeast of England, nearly 3 times more rainfall than normal. So, yeah, it's been a very, very wet picture across the UK. And there is more rain in the forecast.